What's up, buddy? Welcome to Brother In Law Blitz for a first episode.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
We have a lot of things we want to talk about today. I think the biggest news out there right now is the LeBron trade. So I feel like we just start off with that, if that's fine, Bryson. I feel like that's the best
Yeah.
way to start out this is the biggest news in sports right now is LeBron. So I feel like we start out with that. So, Bryson, what is your opinion and your thoughts about this trade?
Yeah. Well, first off, crazy. I mean, it's crazy. I don't think anyone. I mean, people probably saw it coming, but I was hoping for the storybook moment of him going back to Cleveland, going taking it home again, and that's where he started. He got his first championship. Like it would just be awesome for him to go back there. But it's understandable. He's got to do what he's got to do, and I think he's chasing a ring here. They've got some dogs with Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, VJ Edcombe. Anyways, just some animals. Jaylen Brown. I mean, they're going to be a stacked team, and I think they're in playoff contention now. I think they have a good chance of winning the East. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, bro. But I think he's chasing a ring here and just wants to finish out strong with chances for rings. So
Yeah, that's my thing. I was seeing him going back to Cleveland for that, that story, the full circle moment. So that was my thing. I thought he was gonna go back to Cleveland, but looking at this Philly team, and he's chasing a ring here because you look at this team, they all playoff contenders, they all championship team. So he's chasing that ring right there, and he wants to end his career with a championship. So that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm hearing, and I think that's what he's doing. So another thing, the funny thing, I don't know if this is true or not, but what about it was like I saw this AI video. I don't know if it's true or not, but it was him and Bronny fighting, and Bronny was like, "You leaving me in L.A. by myself, and we're not a package deal." And then he was like, "You know what Jalen said about me? He said I was trash. He said I shouldn't be in the NBA and stuff like that." So I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw that and I thought it was pretty funny. But I don't know if it's true. I don't know if Jalen. I bet I can see Jalen saying something. I bet he did, but we never know, and I don't know if it's true or not. But
yeah, bro, that's sus. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
well, do you think, Matt? I gotta ask you, bro. I mean, it's a question that everyone has.
Yeah.
Do you think LeBron James or Michael Jordan? Who's the GOAT?
Bryson.
Who's your GOAT, bro?
Okay,
We just have to say it. We gotta get it out.
I'm gonna say this. I never got to see Michael Jordan play. And that's my thing. I never got to see him play. So, in my opinion, I've seen LeBron play in his career, basically his whole career, and I've seen him play. I never got to see Michael Jordan play. And yes, Michael Jordan's good, but I feel like LeBron's better just because I've just witnessed him. I just witnessed him playing, so that's my thing. I just seen him play. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Michael Jordan's probably. I think LeBron's the GOAT. I don't ask me to back it up because I'm not gonna back it up. So I'm not gonna back it up because this. There you go on that one. But
dude. I mean,
But
yeah, I gotta say,
who do you think is the GOAT, buddy?
Dude, it's so tough. I mean, I gotta say Michael Jordan.
Michael.
And I also don't have anything to back it up, really. I just think he was a dog. And I think Braun is incredible, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think Braun is... They're kind of like different players. I don't even know. It's hard to, say
GOAT. What LeBron is doing in his 40s is incredible.
Yeah, dude.
He's still
41.
playing on a high level
41.
at 41 years old, so... There's that to say, but yeah, he's a dog. He's a dog.
No, yeah, they're both amazing. So
yeah,
but I'll lean Michael. I think just because going with the old school,
So yeah, with LeBron going at Philly, so you think this is a championship team as well? You seeing him go and chasing a ring? 'Cause, looking at his team, this is a championship team. I feel like this is a championship team. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, in the East, who do they have really? I'd like to say the Washington Wizards with my guy AJ DeBounce is gonna be they're gonna be dogs, but I just don't know if they have a complete team, and I think that the Knicks are the only people standing in their way to get into the conference finals and go into the NBA playoffs or the championship game, So I see him making it there, and Braun, more than anything, he's getting old, but like he still won a playoff series this year, right? Like, and he was the MVP of his team, so like. He's still got stuff in the tank, which is incredible. So I see him with his experience just still keeping it up. And, dude, they're going to make some noise for sure. For sure going to make some noise.
Yeah. And talking about AJ, we can talk about AJ here. I want to know your thoughts about AJ. He got Jazz did not be we're from Utah, and everybody was thinking Jazz were going to do something and get AJ, but unfortunately they didn't. They went to the other route and got someone else. But what is your thoughts about AJ? His opportunity. He got to choosing to do a different another year in BYU, but decided to go to the NBA route and go to the draft. So what is your thoughts about him going to the Wizards and yeah?
Yeah, dude. I mean, good question. I loved him obviously on BYU. One, I just think he's a stand-up guy. Like, he's not this just jokester. Like, he's just a good guy. And so, love to have him at BYU, and would have loved to see him stay another year. But there's no reason, bro. I mean, he went on number one overall, and that's all I was hoping for. I mean, I'm a Jazz fan, obviously, but I wanted him to go number one. Like, I think that just is good for BYU. I think it's good for him, and I was happy to get Darren Peterson on the Jazz, and I think he's a good fit for us. So, I think everyone won, and I'm super happy for AJ. So, I couldn't be more happy. And I think BYU basketball, I mean, is bright as ever, dude. We have some absolute dogs that have come, and like we're gonna be real good this next year. Yeah. So we're good without him.
Yeah. How good do you think BYU is gonna be this year in basketball and the basketball route? And AJ's gone. I'm not too familiar with you guys' basketball team after AJ's gone. So I want to know what do you think your team BYU basketball is going to be like this year, and how last year you guys unfortunately lost in the fourth round of March Madness. So I just want to see how you guys think this year is going to be. Is it going to be better, or is it just not? You don't think it's going to be as good as it was last year?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I honestly think it's going to be better. We have a lot of good players. I feel like last year we didn't have a lot of good bench players that were coming off the bench. Our starting five were way good, but just the bench struggled. I mean, we had some guys get hurt. And so I just think this year we have a complete team. We've got Colin Chandler coming over from Kentucky, who will add a lot to our game. And, I just think that we've got the guys to make some noise. I think and this is just an early prediction from me without seeing them play or anything, because we haven't seen any preseason games or nothing yet. But I think that we're talking Elite Eight, Final Four, if everyone plays ball, and I think the key is team chemistry. I think if they have that chemistry, they're gonna go far. So it's exciting, dude. It's exciting. I mean, it's an exciting time to be a BYU fan. So
yeah, and we can talk. I'm going to the football route as well. Football season's just around the corner. I want to know, what is your thoughts about BYU football this year, and how do you think they're going to do this year?
I think something that I love about BYU is we always are the underdogs, Yeah. I feel like people underestimate us, but I feel like now we're starting to get some respect, and it kind of scares me because I think that I don't want that to go to our heads. But, I mean, we got Bear Bachmeyer coming back. We got some other guys that are just dogs that will still be with us. I think our defense is going to continue being super good, even though we lost our D coordinator after this last season to go to Michigan with Kyle Whittingham. Jay Hill was awesome, and he's for sure going to be missed, but I think we'll keep it up. And, I think I don't want to be too optimistic because I don't want to get my heart hurt and my heart broken by these Cougs, but I think we'll make some noise. I think we're going to have a great season, and I think we're going to the Big 12 championship, and I think we're putting up a good fight, and I can see us in the playoffs. And, yeah. I can see us making some people underestimate us and kind of showing them what's up. So, I'm excited for it. What about you for Pitt, bro? What do you think about Pitt? And then also just like, who do you think is the best college? Like right now, if you're thinking who's winning the college football playoffs,
man,
I would love your take.
I haven't really been looking a lot at college football lately, but man, we have Mason Heinschel, who's an absolute dog. He's an absolute dog, and He was a freshman last year, and he was one of the best freshman quarterbacks in college football last year. And he came out. We were not doing so good in the first half of the season. You and me were actually at the Steelers game, and we were watching the West Virginia game at a restaurant. And unfortunately, we didn't win that game, and that's a rivalry team right there. So we had it was Eli on that, and they decided to go to Mason, and Mason's just such a dog, man, and I think he's the future of this Pitt team. And just looking at him last year, yeah, we had some tough games with him. Like Miami was a tough game, but
Totally.
Miami's good, and Notre Dame was a very tough game as well. So just like, but like Georgia Tech was such an amazing game to watch him and just win, and just I feel like this season will be such a good season for Pitt, and I'm hoping for something good. I'm hoping for a bowl game. That's all. Well, I feel like that's what we got, and it might even. I don't know. I'm just excited, and I feel like we have a good record this year, and yeah, I'm just very excited to watch Mason again, watch him for a full season because I really like Mason. He's such a dog, so I'm very excited to see Mason and just see this Pitt team just surprise people. I'm hoping we surprise some people, and so yeah.
Yeah, I do 100%.
My thoughts.
So, from what you know of college football and the teams, who do you think's taking home the trophy this next season?
I'm looking
bro?
at the teams, and we're always looking at always the big dogs. Georgia, Ohio, and just all these big schools. But
Yeah, Texas.
Texas and stuff like that. Like I want to see Arch Manning play good. Arch Manning is a guy
100%.
that you want to see him play good. So maybe Texas could probably do a good run if Arch Manning. I think Arch Manning had a tough season last year, but I feel like he can bounce back from this year and just win some stuff. But yeah, I feel like I put out Texas and just Arch Manning. I like Arch Manning, and his play style is pretty cool. So yeah, I'll see Texas. Yeah, and yeah, So I think I'll put Texas out there and being a dominant team, I guess. So yeah, I'll put them.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think I want Texas to win. I mean, I want BYU to win, of course, but if BYU doesn't make it to the college football playoffs or whatever it may be, and Texas does or doesn't, I'd love Texas to win, though, if they're in there. Not a big Ohio State guy. They've just been too good for too long. They've had some former coaches from the team up north, the red team up north, so, just don't have a lot of love for them. But they're a good team, and I could see them taking it home, too. So it's going to take someone to dethrone the Kings up there at the top to make some noise, and so we might be surprised this season. I feel like it's a blank canvas every year, and so we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I'm very excited about college football. It's always a great time, and I'll probably hit you BYU game with you, Bryce, and we'll see what happens this year.
Yeah, I might come to them, bro.
Hit your game.
I'll beat all of them. Hey, we got a big one. We got the Notre Dame game to start the season.
Is that home game too?
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a huge game. I can't wait, dude. It's gonna be so awesome.
And is Utah away? Is it in Salt Lake or is it in Provo?
Utah's in Salt Lake this year, yeah. So
you're not going to that game, huh?
Not going to that game now.
You're not stepping foot in that stadium.
No, I can't do it to myself. So.
All right. So yeah. So yeah, big things happening in college football. We can go to the other route of football. We can talk about the NFL real quick. I got some things I want to say. I got some big things I want to say out here. I just want to tell people some things. But as people know, I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I have loved this team my whole life. But I'm gonna come out and just say, like, man, what is happening with the Steelers? This new coaching staff, and Mike Tolman stepped down last year. This coaching staff, I have faith in this coaching staff. And Aaron's coming back, and I just want to say right now about Aaron Rodgers. Everybody's saying that he's a washed quarterback and all stuff like that, but I'm gonna come out and say that, man, last year I'm gonna say this right now. I think he had 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and as a 42-year-old quarterback, 42-year-old quarterback having 24 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, I think that's a good thing for a 42-year-old right there. And people saying he's washed, that's just my opinion. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is still an amazing quarterback, and I feel like he has so much steel in the tank. And the problem is that he's struggling. When he is struggling, it's that O-line. I think we got to get an O-line, figure it out. And in this draft, we got some guys like Gunnar, who's an amazing piece, and he's such a stud. I watched some of his college highlights, and he's a stud. He's got that red hair flow, that long red hair. He's a stud. He's a stud. He's a stud right there. So, yeah, that's my thing. But you're not too whole a lot about NFL, but I want to see who's the team that you want to see succeed. I just want to ask.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Steelers guy because of you, bro. I mean, got to support the Brother In Law supports, but first I'm gonna give my take on Aaron Rodgers here a little bit. So I think Aaron's a good guy. I think he's a solid quarterback. Here's my problem with him.
Yeah,
I love him to death.
I want to hear
I
you.
think
I want to hear it, Bryson. Let's hear it. We might be arguing right here, but hey, this is all part of it, huh? This is all part
That's
of
right.
it.
That's right.
This is all part
But
of it.
here's what I think. Okay, dude's old,
Yeah,
and
42.
he's just not very quick. You know, he's not in a he misses the factor of like you don't know what he's gonna do. He's very solid. He's gonna be consistent, but he doesn't have that factor of like surprising defenses or you know what I mean. And so I'd love to see Will Howard get a shot. I mean, I think he was a great quarterback at Ohio State. And I think he could really help the Steelers out. And so, you know, I'd like to see him get a chance, but I also understand that Aaron Rodgers is, I mean, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and he's still done pretty good. And so I think he has potential. I just don't think he's going to be special, you know? And I feel like we need someone special with this because Mike McCarthy's now the head coach, right?
Yeah,
so
head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I have faith in Mike. You know, he's an offensive unit. He specializes in his offense, and our defense will stay the same. Our defense is staying the same. It's been staying for so many years, and it will stay the same. But you brought up Will Howard. I'm gonna bring my opinion about Will Howard.
Yeah,
please. Will Howard is our guy. And people saying that we just drafted Drew Allen. Drew Allen is not our guy. And I'm sorry to tell you right there. Drew Allen is not going to be the guy for Pittsburgh. It's going to be Will Howard. When Aaron Rodgers goes down, it would be Will Howard. It's no debate. I'm excited to see him in the preseason, and I'm a big Will Howard. If Aaron Rodgers did not come back this year, I was going to say Will Howard. You know, and I want to see Will Howard play. I'm a big fan of Will Howard. I loved him in Ohio State. And he's such a dog. And so whatever people saying that's Drew Howard, Will Howard, it's going to be Will. And it's just got to be Will. He is such a stud, and he is such a patient guy. He hasn't been complaining. You know, after he was interviewing the Not Just Football and Football podcast with Cam Hayward, and they asked him, "What if you want Aaron back?" And he said, "I would love Aaron back. I would love more practice, you know, and knowledge from him, get knowledge from him. But if he doesn't, I'm ready." And Will Howard is ready. He has been kicking butt the past. You know, the time he's been in Pittsburgh, and he's such a stud, and I'm very hoping for Will Howard to be our guy. And you know, I truly love Will. He's such a stud, and he's just a patient guy. He hasn't been complaining, so I feel like that's a top thing right there. If you haven't been complaining, he has been practicing, and Aaron Rodgers also has been saying that he could be the guy. You know, if Pittsburgh lets him. If Pittsburgh lets him, he will be the guy. 1,000%. So I'm gonna say that right there. But.
No, I like that. And to kind of shift gears a little bit, did you just see? I just saw the ESPN notification not too long ago that Taysom Hill is not going back to the Saints for his first season.
I just saw that. Before we started the show, I saw that Taysom Hill is not coming back from the Saints. Is he retiring? Is he retiring, or is he just?
I think he's trying to find another team, but I wouldn't be surprised if he also retires, dude. I don't know, but I love that guy, bro. I mean, He's a football player unlike anything the NFL's ever seen, and it's been cool.
I just saw he's an athlete. You know, he's not just quarterback. He's an athlete because he's been doing so much positions in the league. So yeah, I saw that actually on Instagram before we did the show. But yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah.
And, wherever he goes, he'll be super good. But if he retires, then that was a heck of a career for him. So yeah,
100%, bro, 100%.
Yeah. And he's also a BYU guy. You know, he went to BYU.
Dude.
So there you go.
He's an amazing quarterback here. So
yeah,
I love him.
On this NFL season, I want to say some takes on some other teams. You know,
please, dude. Who do you think's gonna win it all? Who do you think's gonna win the Super Bowl?
I'm not. Here you go. I'm gonna say something about the Steelers right now. People are gonna probably think I'm gonna say the Steelers are gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna come out and say this.
Really? Okay.
I'm not gonna come out and say we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna come out and say something. This, okay? We will surprise the league. Every single year, we surprise the league. You know, the league doubts us every single year. These people saying, the Steelers will not have a winning season this year. They will go down, and they will not have a winning season. Mike Tomlin will not have a losing. He will have a losing season. But every year, there's some way, somehow, we doubt you guys. Every single year. And everybody comes out and targets us. You guys haven't won a playoff game in so many years. Okay? But here's my thing. We can't go to the Super Bowl without winning a playoff game. We win that playoff game, I will talk about the Super Bowl all day. After we win the playoff game, I will talk about the Super Bowl. Where right now, we're chasing that playoff win. We are chasing that playoff win, and I feel like the coaches and players need to think that. You can't just go to the Super Bowl. You have to think about, we've been losing for a decade in the playoffs. How embarrassing it is to say we have been losing for a decade. We have to go chase that playoff win. We can't be chasing the Super Bowl right now. We have to chase that playoff win, and then that's my opinion. I'm not saying we're gonna win the Super Bowl right now. After winning,
Yeah, I like that.
Game, I will happily say it.
Yeah.
But right now, we have to chase that playoff win right there, and so that's my thing. But
Totally.
teams
So who
that
do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's got a chance?
On paper, I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills. I'm such a big Josh Allen guy. I love Josh Allen. So if the Steelers end up don't be able to go to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna see the Buffalo Bills. You know, I've been saying last year I wish they went to the Super Bowl. They had such a good chance, and yeah, but I'm such a big Josh Allen fan. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Bills for AFC. For NFC, man, there's some good teams out. Who's the NFC? Man, who's people gonna hate me on this? Dallas. Everyone's gonna hate me on this. But man, I know Dallas is Dallas, but guys, George Pickens is on that team. That is my guy right there. George Pickens is my guy, and I would like to see. I'm gonna say Dallas right there. I want to see Dallas, and I think that's probably gonna shock a lot of people because everybody hates the Dallas Cowboys, but. Man, they're growing on me. You know, when George Pickens went over there, they growing on me. So I'll say Dallas. And I just want to see Dallas just be a good team again. You know.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I love those two picks. First off, I mean, I'm a Josh Allen. I love Josh Allen too, bro. He's a dog. I'd love to see them do well and make it to the Super Bowl. It'd be awesome. I also like the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
People are gonna be hating on it. People will be hating on it. But man, I just feel like they have a roster, man. They have a roster, but they just gotta play football. They just gotta do it. And they had a decent season last year, but I feel like they have potential to be better. You know, the wide receiver core is crazy. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is just probably the best wide receiver core in the league right now. It's 100%. Incredible. So that's my opinion. People are gonna hate on it, but that's just my opinion, and I'm gonna see it. We'll see. But
no, I love the take, bro, and I would love to see them do well. I think they got the opportunity this year to do something special. So we'll see. I'm cheering for the Cowboys though for sure. I mean, I'm a big Dude Perfect fan, bro. Huge Dude Perfect fan.
They're Cowboys fans.
They're all Cowboys fans, bro. And I mean, I lived in Dallas for a little bit, so.
Does Dak live by one of them?
Yeah, Dak lives by Ty. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sick, dude.
I'm gonna actually bring this out here. It was I saw this reel, and they were like, yeah, Halloween Dak Prescott was just out there throwing out candy balls.
Yeah, bro.
And I think Ty was like, yeah, I think I had to go out there and just do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there you go. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember Ty telling that story. It was funny. So yeah, dude, sick. They're sick. But yeah, those are two teams I'd love to see do it.
Everybody hates on Dak, you know, but I feel like I'm hoping they can do something. It'll be pretty cool to see them. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Cowboys in the playoffs or something, dude.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it.
They haven't been in the playoffs for a bit, so I'd like to see them go in the playoffs and just make something out of it. So then they have a really good chance this year to do that. So
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But so that's where you think the Cowboys, huh? Same. So
I want to say I think the Bills. I think the Bills are gonna win it all, but I think the Cowboys make it really far.
Yeah. But So yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the NFL season just around the corner. College football's around the corner. It's gonna be a great season for just football, you know, in all sports. You know, you got the LeBron to Philly. I think that's gonna make NBA very exciting to see how Philly does. I know I should be hating. I know everybody's gonna be like, yeah, you should be hating on LeBron. I was low-key mad. I was kind of mad when I saw that on my phone. I was like, man, why is he going to Philly? I hate Philly, you know. But you know, hey, LeBron's
Respect,
king.
bro.
LeBron's king.
Yeah.
So you know, if LeBron needs to go win a championship, hey, go win a championship. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So you got any other thoughts to say, Bryson?
No, dude, I'm just excited. I mean, this has been fun talking about some sports today, and I'm excited to keep it going and be chatting about things as they continue to happen and as we build up to the best season of the year, which is college football and NFL season. So just stoked, dude.
Me and Bryson will probably be ended up doing a little fantasy with our family like we've been doing. ever since he's been in the family.
Yeah, bro.
You know, I'll beat him again. You guys know I'll crush him again this year. But man, it's gonna be a great one this year. And about a podcast, we'll be doing a weekly show. We haven't figured out what day in the day, but it's just think about weekly. It's gonna be a weekly show, so I'm very excited to start this. It's gonna be fun. Just talking ball and just it's gonna be fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this first episode. Bryson, it's been a great one. This is a great first episode. I'm very excited. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited. So hope you as well, Bryson, and I'm excited.
Yeah, bro. Let's blitz it, baby. Let's blitz it.
Hey,
Go work.
Thank you guys for enjoying this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.